Our next course of action will be putting in these little insulating strips. And yeah, we're about 11 7/8, 11 7/8 by about 37.5. Measure that out. Oh yeah. Perfect fit. Perfect. Man, looks like Christmas morning. So let's go ahead and do the rest, and I'll check back in with you in a minute. That panel styrofoam insulation went up pretty easy. And now all I gotta do is clean up the mess I made because it looks like we had a snowstorm in here. So I'll get that knocked out and then we'll take a look at how we are going to finish these walls. Can't decide if it's drywall or slats of wood. We'll see. And here we are back at it. I think the first thing that I'll do in here is I'm going to put a strip of trim up, and I'm going to go 2 inches on that from the top to the bottom, and that way we'll have a nice solid piece of wood to butt up against this 2x4, and then our slats will I think I'll do a couple of built-in little shelves there too. That'll be interesting. Okay, I've got this damaged piece of trim material, and I think that that's going to work out pretty good. I'll cut out the 2 inch on that side over there, rip it to 2 inches, and we'll use that as our first piece of trim. Okay, I guess it should be about what, 79 inches? Let's see here. 79 inches. Okay, so a 2 inch piece of trim. Put that up right here. Okay, cool. Now, I think that's starting from the top working down. We'll cut some slats, and this is going to be 26 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16. So 26 and 5/16. 26 and 5/16. Looks like it'll fit pretty good. I checked the level on this and it looks pretty good. Look at that. Stacked in place. Oh, yeah. The first board is in place. Let's get busy. Okay, so let's just say I wanted to put in a built-in shelf over here. I think that if it was 16 inches high, that would be adequate. So, where's my pencil? Okay, so let's just say 16 inches. I mean, because I kind of just want the shelf to be accessible for when Now I might do one here, and I might do one lower, maybe. But I'll start off right now with just doing Let's just do a 12-inch shelf. Okay. Okay, so here's what I'll do. Instead of having individual pieces cut in right here, I'll cut one 2x4 going the length, and I'm gonna rip it down so it does not extend past this lip right here. So that'll be taking off about 3/8 of an inch, maybe half an inch. Okay, so throughout the course of this process, my brains are going pew, everywhere, all kinds of just ideas. And you know, I want to make this a nice wall, and I want it to be something that's gonna be you know, that I can be proud of and my son's gonna enjoy. And I'm thinking that I want to put a couple of those shelves in there, but I'm gonna go ahead and use 2x6s as the base for those instead of the 2x4s, because you know, when you're putting like your soda pop on something, wouldn't you rather have it sitting on something like this instead of something like this? I know I would. So I have all my measurements right here. I'm going to transfer all these measurements onto this board right here. Okay. I need this. Okay, so I got my blade set up 2 3/4. So I'm gonna go ahead and scribe all these spaces right here and get rid of those, and I'll check back with you in a minute. I had to put my cheater cuts in with the miter saw, and make sure you don't have any loose clothing hanging in the way. Take a break. I gotta get back to work. I don't got time for this. Thanks, buddy. Insulation works pretty good, doesn't it? Okay. Oh wait, that's right. That's right. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Please fit. Well, the cuts are a lot looser. Probably because I used that template, huh? That doesn't make any sense. Oh. No. What in the world's going on? I am making a mess of my son's room. It's a good thing he's so understanding. We'll go ahead and tap a couple of holes in the sides right here. Boop, boop, boop. We'll get this put in place. We'll do a second one, and then we'll continue putting up our slats. All right. Okay, both our shelves are in. They're level. I'll just stick with that because that was more fun than I could almost I fearfully can endure again. So we'll just hit this piece right here, and this is about, it's coming along nicely. Nice. All right, little gap on the bottom there is about 3 1/4. So I'm gonna go rip this piece down and I'll be right back. Ta-da! It fits. Ah, looks pretty good. Okay, I think we'll do the door next. I'm just gonna cut slats in and I'll put them inside the frame. Sounds pretty cool, huh? Okay, so if we start right here, that's about 9 9/16. This piece is cut pretty tight, so I just got to tap her in with my motivator and a stick. Okay. Okay, well, everything is not matching up too badly. I had to get a little creative because this piece right here is a little bit angular. I'm just tapping these in a little sideways to grab the frame. And as it turns out, I got to kind of push them in a little bit. That's okay. Yeah, well, one half of the door is done. I'm pretty happy with the progress so far. It looks pretty cool. Oh. And we haven't lost any of our swing. It's adding a little bit of weight, I can feel it. Ta-da! All right. Not a bad door. Pretty solid. Okay, well, let's finish this up. What to do? What to do? Oh, I'll cut those little parts. I hope this isn't too much of a cop-out. But I think what I'm going to do to keep this a little more simple is I'm just going to cut 90 degrees here and then I'll cap them. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll do our slats on the sides and then I'll cap them going up instead of doing the 45s because I think I'll have too many 45s that look too funky and it's not going to be to your liking. Me, I don't care. But your liking, you guys might not like it, and that's what I care about. I've been kind of acting without sharing, so I apologize about that, but I'm cutting out the little shelving area, the top that's going to go on there. And this piece right here, when I cut it, It was angled, so I need to come back in a little bit more square right here. And I think if I do that, it'll fit. Okay, let's go see if it fits. Okay, let's go. I know it's gonna fit. I know it. I know it. Oh yeah. Let's see how this works. And I do have some of my 2-inch pieces cut out. 2 inches. So, tack those in place. So, as usual, because I'm lazy, I like to make myself a little block stop. So, take this piece of wood, I'll measure 2 3/4 on it. I'll set this up at 2 3/4, just like that. Then we'll run our little block stop up to it, just like that, and clamp it in place. Okay. Okay. Nice and tight. Okay. And just cut a bunch of these. Nice and easy, nice and slow. Okay, look at that, so almost a perfect fit. That'll fit right there perfectly. So, putting up our little 2 3/4 inch skins here, and you can see this right here. I kind of put that back a little bit too far, but that's going to cover up our imperfections in the 2x4s, which I'm okay with over here. Kind of want this shelf to look pretty nice. Got a few more pieces, and we'll take measurements and cut our shorties. I'm sure that my son's going to want his room back here eventually, but let's see if we cannot rip down an 11.5 inch by 2 5/8. The shelving area is looking pretty good. Cut out some pieces for the back. We'll go ahead and get those stapled in. Ran it in. Hey, hey, hey.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Pretty unique, huh?
Yeah. So, are they supposed to look like shelves?
Yeah, those are shells.
Oh, nice. I like it.
Very cool. Glad you like it.
Oh, yeah.
I know. This is awesome. I love it. This is totally tubular.
Unique. Well, how about we do some staining today? I'm going to use some of this brown stain, very similar to the brown that I've been using, but it's a different can, brand new can. So we'll see. It's not going to matter if it matches completely or not. There's many variations in the wood textures and colors. It just doesn't matter. So it's going to look great no matter what. So let's get some staining done. I went and grabbed this to see if getting in the edges will be a little bit easier. Checking in. You see, even with all the flaws and imperfections, it just looks great. Oh man, I'm really digging this wall right here. Like those shelves. Still can't whistle, but definitely does make it look a little more finished, doesn't it? Yeah, I like that. Very cool. Still trying to decide if I want to put a strip of trim on the wall right there. I don't know, but we will see. I'll move on to the back part of the door, or actually that'd be an edge of the door and then the back side. So why am I standing here? Let's get busy. Okay, we have the stain on the wall and the door on the inside. So now all I got to do is figure out what kind of handle I want to put on here to make it easy for Miko to lock up. So let's go to the drawing board. Okay, so initially when we cut the dowel, we cut it this distance, but I added 7/8 of an inch to it. So now we are going to have a dowel that's going to be about 5 1/8. Okay, so we'll pull this out and we'll get ourselves a dowel piece that's 5 1/8. Well, of course my glue is holding pretty well, so how about I just drill into, because I don't want to start this whole thing over again. Well, I hate to get violent with it, but a man's got to do what a man's got to do. And I broke it off, broke the dowel off, broke the screw, and we're no worse for wear, so I can go ahead and definitely use this. 5 1/8, right? Whew. Chilly out there. Go ahead and tap a couple of starter holes in my dowel. You know, the cold never really bothered me before. But now that I'm an old man, you start to notice those things, unfortunately. Okay. I'll go ahead and get this one started while we figure out what kind of shape we want to put on, or what we want to do with this thing right here. I don't know if we want to just leave it as a fine looking 2x4, or if we want to get a little bit creative on that. Put that right there. Screw this in. Okay. Put my dowel on there. Okay. Hold it in place, okay. Nice and tight. Okay. So what do we want to do for this other piece to make it look a little decorative? I don't know. But I still like that coat hanger. I got all the pieces for it right here. And right here, and right here, and right here, and right here. So if I put that back together and I put it on the outside, I still like the coat hanger. I'm gonna use it, okay? I'm using it. I don't care. Still battling myself over this decision. But what can I say? What can I say? I'm the master of indecision. Okay. Oh, let's just put that on there and see if we can get it through the hole, huh? Golly, Brett. Tell you guys, my brain's the size of a peanut. Just sanding the dowel down just a little bit. Thinking that maybe it'll help out with how stiff this is. But I don't want it so loose it just flops around. But that'll eventually happen, I'm sure. Okay, so let's just get sillier and sillier as I go. But I went in, did a fit test on the door. And I pushed this through. This is flush with the other side, which is what we want, because I'm going to screw in the coat hanger there and glue it. And once it's done, right? So anyhow, this space right here, the door is only this thick. So this space right here needs to be filled in with something. So I'm going to cut out two 2x4s because it equates to 3 inches. I'll cut out 2 2x4s. And we'll just go ahead and find the center point on each one. And we will drill a couple of holes. And then I will take this and glue it. Take it and I will glue it onto the dowel. Does that sound like a pretty terrible idea? Well, I'm doing it. Those are my center points. So that's where I'll drill, what did I say, 1.25 inches on that dowel? Shooby-dooby-doo-bop. Okay. Center pointed. Here we go. Drilling a hole. Might be kind of fun just to make these look like big nuts. Not big nut, not like nuts in a bolt. Come on, people. So I'm going to go ahead and make these octagon shape. Okay. I'll go out and cut these real quick. I'll be right back. I don't know how many of these changes are going to end up on this tape, but this here is like number 5,602. And what I'm going to do, I'm not going to use that coat hanger. This was Miko's thought to put something else on the outside besides the coat hanger. So we'll use this on the outside. And then I'll make a little sign on the inside. And it's going to be something just, super basic. I don't want to get too fancy. For 2 reasons. 1, I'm not capable of getting fancy. And number 2, I don't have the talent to get that fancy. I'm going to go ahead and just make a little sign here that we can put up. It'll be a little inside joke between me and Miko. Okay, well, let's see how this lines up here. I got the other door stopper on the other side lined up, I think. And put this over here. Woo! I think that I'm pretty well done with my door and my wall. I was trying to get something to work out for the lock here, and I think I determined that, let's see here. I got some glue on that, but it has a setup apparently. That right there is really unnecessary, but it can be used as a handle. However, I do have a lock here for Miko in case he wants to have some privacy. Okay, I just didn't like that last sign on there, so I think this right here, it looks tidier. It makes a little more sense. You don't got those big nuts in there. It's kind of throwing everything off and making it look wonky, so here we go. Locked and unlocked. We are locked. We are unlocked. See that? Pretty fancy. We are locked. We are unlocked. Nice little handle there. Open the door. And then we can close it. Put a piece of trim right here. See that? Goes all the way across and it acts like a door stop. Put down our camouflage. Back off here and check it out. All right, something else. Check this out. That's a good looking coat hanger. Okay, everything got used. We are good.